Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask everyone to be upstanding and put their hands together in a warm welcome for the top table.
What's that table?
That's Ella.
I just down one. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the bride and groom, the new Mr. and Mrs. Robertson. Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom are now going to cut the cake. For anyone with cameras, please feel free to come forward. And on 1, 3, 2, 1.
Hurry up, hurry up. Jenni, have a brilliant night. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask everyone to remain upstanding and charge their glasses in a toast to the future health, wealth and happiness of the bride and groom.
Cheers.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, before dinner this evening, we're going to begin with the speeches, and I would now like to call upon the father of the bride.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. On behalf of my wife, Irene, and I would like to welcome you all and thank you for coming along today to this very special occasion to celebrate the marriage of our daughter Jenni to George. Today is, of course, a celebration not just for love that has united Jenni and George in marriage, but also the families that have created and moulded and influenced their lives of these two special people. Irene and I would like to extend a very warm welcome to Myra and George and their families being here today. It's so good to see so many of our friends and family here today. Some of whom have travelled many miles to be here today. Thank them very much for travelling all that distance. I would also like to thank Irene for her support to Jenni. Thank you very much. Well, support to Jenny, George and Alice. Can't read it, so I put my glasses on. I would also like to thank Jenny for asking Grandpa and myself to walk her down the aisle. We're both very honoured and both very proud of you. A big thank you also goes to Jenny and George on the way they have organised today. Through their thoughtful planning and tireless effort, they have made today a tremendous success for everyone. Irene and I are very proud of Jenny and how radiant, beautiful and happy she is today. Yes, so far. It doesn't seem any time since the day they brought her home from hospital. This tiny baby with jet black spiky hair. And that very same day, big brother William couldn't wait to try and take her out in a pram. But Gary, no, he didn't have the same enthusiasm about his new sister. It was just a look of, where did she come from? I've had the privilege of watching Jenny blossom from that wee gorgeous baby into the beautiful young woman we see today. Jenny has been a wonderful daughter and we are so proud of all her achievements in life. Jenny is very caring and thoughtful and can get quite emotional on a lot of occasions. So today I'm prepared for the odd floods of tears. And I've brought a Jenny-sized box of hankies with me just in case. There is also an emergency box. Because I know for a fact that box won't last very long. So thank you for looking after that one for you. Thank you, Jim. Thanks very much. As most of you will know, Jenny has been involved in Girls' Brigade most of her life. Well, she didn't really have any choice in that, did she? But she stuck in there. Well, she's shown dedication and commitment to the other young girls in the company and hopefully will pass her leadership skills on to them in the future. Jenny has also been lucky in her working life with a job as soon as she left school and then to college to study as an early years practitioner, which secured her a full-time working job with children. We have known George for the last 8 years and realise how special he is to Jenny and what a great son-in-law he will be. I would like to take this opportunity to formally welcome George into our family. George is very hard working. Jenny wouldn't have it any other way. At the beginning of their relationship, George and I worked on the same site, and Jenny phoned me one day, and it was Valentine's Day, and she asked me if I could do something for her. So at lunchtime I went away to the shops, and I got balloons and banners and ribbons, and plastered George's car with them all. So George appeared later with the most embarrassed red face you've ever seen, with his workmates cheering and laughing. We were all in the classroom peering down, and George standing there at his car with everything all balloons floating in the car. We have not really worked on the same site since then. I don't think we have. George has always put Jenny and Ella first, and we thank him for that. And finally, George, this is for you, just in case Jenny ever blows a fuse. This is for you. Can you keep that? My final duty and very great privilege is to say, here's to the past for all that you've learned, here's to the present for all that you share, here's to the future for all that you look forward to together. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and raise your glasses to the bride and groom. Jenny. Thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to call upon the groom.
How are we all doing? Firstly, on behalf of my beautiful wife and I, I'd also like to thank Jenny for saying yes and actually turning up, even though she did stay here last night. That was my idea. Jenny's done an absolutely brilliant job here, organising all of this for the last 3.5 years. And I've not took much to do with it, to be honest. That's why it's a success. Right, you sit. Before I go any further, I'd just like to mention one very, very special person that's here today, and that's Grandpa Krebs. It's an absolute honour that he's here, and me and Jenny are so happy. He's an honour. He's an absolute honour. I'd like to thank all our family and friends for being here as well, and all the presents and gifts he's all given. Thank you. I'd now like to thank the parents. Firstly, I'd like to thank Ian and the dragon. I'm only kidding. I couldn't ask for two better people. I honestly couldn't. Me and Jenny, they do so much for me and Jenny.
What my dad did.
I couldn't ask for a better mother and father-in-law, to be honest. I know it's stressful with Ella, but you've done well. I'd like Jenny as well. I'd like to thank my mum and dad as well for bringing me up with such patience to deal with Jenny. Well, we'll move on to the bridesmaids, will we? Well, it's good to see them sober, isn't it? It's a plus for everything. You all look beautiful, and thanks very much for helping Jenny and ourselves organise today. Thank you. I'd like to thank Ella and Ayla for being the flower girls. I hope you all agree and say they're absolutely stunning, and they've done well today. on to the ushers. Where are they? Let me find them. Mary's.
Just remember what happened to the stag do.
Oh, where's your partner? The Proclaimers, eh? No, thank you very much. You've helped me so much, and honestly, I feel like the three are brothers to me. And that's not just today, but since I met you. Thank you. I'd just like to thank the Page Boys as well. They've been great. Especially Murray. He's not said a word all day. There's not much more from me because I don't really say much. So I'm going to pass you on to the best man. He's not as good looking as me, but he'll manage. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Hello? I'm the best man. If any of you are quite close to Dave, then just to let you know, I'm not the best man. Right, anyway, I'd like to thank my brother. It really is a pleasure to be the best man. He's a good guy. A good guy, but I'm going to slay him to fuck right now. If you don't know who I'm the younger, better looking, intelligent, younger brother to this groom here. But anyway, I've been quite nervous with this. It's got to me for the last few weeks, so what I done last week is I was really nervous, so I was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to go to the old folks home. I'm going to get a wee bit of practice in here. So I went to the old folks home, and apparently I done alright. Half of them pissed themselves. What I done last night is stayed with my brother. I think it'd be a good idea. So I asked him, "You alright? How are you feeling?" He said he was alright. I followed him into the toilet. Bricks lying everywhere. Everywhere. I think he built a fucking house. I brought a whole new making a shit a brick, I tell you. Aye, the guy, carried him the big night he stag do. What the boys for his work coming over that. Scared to stay in the same room in case the big boys go. I don't want my brows shaved, I'm getting married in 4 weeks. Bye. Stag do's alright, I guess, huh? But I've been quite close to Dave, like all my days. Dave's George, by the way. Long story. Long story. I'll give you a wee quick insight. Dave used to be quite thick. Used to look slightly like Rodney, only Fools and Horses.
He still does.
Rodney's alright.
Rodney was a bit long. You don't give somebody a nickname called longer than their actual name is, so Trigger and Only Fools and Horses used to call Rodney Dave. Ended up my dad called him Dave. We all tagged along. Right, Dave? For anyone in, he's been called Dave. Not many people know him as George anymore. To be honest.
Well, Dave.
But I've had my ups and downs, my brah. It's not always been fantastic. To be honest, it's really no. Used to play a bit of World Cuppy, a lot of boys know what that is. One naff sort of thing. I used to always shout, I'm Rivaldo, I'm Rivaldo. He used to be like, no, I'm Rivaldo, I'm Rivaldo. It was an absolute disgrace. I used to pick up the ball and I'd walk away. It's my fucking boy, I'm not getting it. Well, to this. Ended up, he used to text me for work the next day saying sorry. I take it most of you will know who Dave is, and it tends to take up a lot of sport, which is quite an embarrassment, considering he's shite at them all. We used to play five-a-side football, a few of my cousins sitting there might remember. And he used to turn up with 115 quid football boots on the wrong feet. He bought a ball that used to, he used to think it used to swerve in the air, forgetting you had to make contact with the ball first. Aye. He's never been a sporty kind of guy. He turned up golf last year, fucking hell, man. I stopped playing with him after 6 months. It was a joke. I think a couple of guys from work still play with him. Feel sorry for them. Speaking of sports, Dave used to play for a boys club under the name of Middlesbrough Boys Club. Don't get too excited. I got in touch with the manager and he gave me a quick message with a wedding day, so I'll read it out to you. Alright? Just congratulations to George and Jenny on their very special wedding day. We tried George in every single position at our club and it was fucking terrible. Here's hoping Jenny's get more luck later. Jenny, if you don't mind just putting your right hand on the table for me, is that alright? Just on the table anyway.
When you don't write me, Jenny.
And George, if you'll put your hand directly on top of Jenny's, your left hand, please. Now I want you to remember this feeling. Right? This is going to be the last time you've got an upper hand in this relationship. Right. The standard that I need to mention that George is very, very lucky in this occasion. I mean, he's gained a beautiful wife. She's kind-hearted. She's got a loving soul, and she's a really, really nice person. Not to mention a very good kisser. That was a good night, wasn't it? And Jenny's gained a fucking good looking brother-in-law. And a nice dress. Can't say it'd be good, Dave. On this occasion, I've had my ups and downs with Jenny, I know. I remember one time we went to a beef and I called her a clown. Felt quite guilty, but she looked like a clown. She even put the face paint on and things like that. But it was alright. I got on with her, I guess, after a few minutes. But today, Jenny, I must say you do look absolutely beautiful. On behalf of everyone here, and everyone thinks the same, you do look absolutely beautiful today. The last thing I'd like to mention, it's been really hard to try and say bad stuff about my brother, because he's been an absolute idol in my life. And I'd like to follow every footstep he takes. He's been an absolute gentleman. And to follow the footsteps of this guy would be an absolute privilege. And if I'd done half of what he could do, then I'd be a really proud man. But we have to remember that, I actually need to read this, I wrote this book by later, right? Right, so here we go. We have to remember that marriage isn't about finding someone you can live with. It's about finding someone you can't live without. And I think George and Jenny have done that today. So ladies and gentlemen, if you could please raise your glasses. Be upraising, if you don't mind. To love, health and happiness, I give you Mr. and Mrs. Robertson. Thanks very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask everyone to put their hands together in our warm thanks for our top table speakers? And dinner will now be served.